Oh, yeah, Freddy. Mm, 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 mm. Ah. Wait, what a game this is, though. 2-2. Real Madrid versus Florentina. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Trent is washed now, you know. He's proper wash. Oh, on my camera. He thinks I'm Reem in 2016. I totally forgot we had Kepa, to be honest. Thought we sold Kepa. Thought it was only a loan. Didn't realise we actually permanently bought him. I thought that was the whole point of getting that Leeds goalkeeper. Oh, can this Real Madrid game hurry up and finish? Oh. June. Mine is hers, vice versa. Herza. That's what I saw. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. This is the wonderful thing. This is no commentary about that.
Jannes.
Oh, it is commentary.
Mario Rivas. Sestero hatt et fint innhopp. Kanskje han skal orke det. Fikse et avgjørende mål også. Vi ser Carlos Espi i aksjon for første gang. Der er Fede Valverde. Dragos inn. Kontroll.
That joy and that connection, it was incredible.
So they say that champions never stand still. You're always looking forward, always looking to build. With that success of last year, has that given everyone a renewed sense of determination and motivation?
100%. This has to be the start, and this has to be the standard, and excellence has to be our standard, and this has to drive to attack the future and the way we behave daily with more and more determination and ambition.
You've already mentioned the atmosphere around the place since we've come back to restart pre-season training. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
First of all, the energy in their bodies, in their eyes, how they look, and then the players. But it's
really like that.
It was incredible. The shape that they have all come back better than ever, and that tells you, the direction that we want to seek and the culture that we have set.
And a couple of new faces already joined in the transfer market. What can you tell us about Ilan and Christos and what they will bring to the squad?
Well, again, we are in quality and numbers. So with Ilan, I play with such a lot of experience already in the league that is going to promote the competition that we are looking in the goalkeeping area. And with Christos, especially with the departure of Leo, that I would take the opportunity as well to thank you for an incredible journey together, the moments that we have shared together with him and his contribution to the team and the club that has been extraordinary. So a player really difficult to replace, but I think we have found a talent, a player and a personality that very rapidly everybody's going to fall in love with.
And there's still plenty of time left in the transfer window as well. Tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing behind the scenes to build the squad, to strengthen the squad.
From ownership to the board, the sporting director, myself, we know that we want to take this club to a different level. That's going to require a better squad, better individuals. We have identified as well, obviously, where we have opportunities to grow and to improve and to evolve our game, and what is going to be needed to achieve that, and we are on it.
And you've mentioned that players are reported back for duty in incredible shape, and you've got a bit of a challenge this summer because of the World Cup and players coming back at different times as well. How do you program that? How do you make sure everyone's up to speed at the right time?
It's all programmed. We have 3 different pre-seasons, 3 different groups, but the most important thing is not the program, it's the attitude behind the program. And when I speak to Kai, he's desperate to come back tomorrow. And Victor, the same. And Piero, the same.
So pre-season is always very important. We know that, and you've got the schedule now. How do you make sure everyone's up to speed at the right time?
It's all program. We have 3 different pre-seasons, 3 different groups. But the most important thing is not the program, it's the attitude behind the program. And when I speak to Kai, he's desperate to come back tomorrow. And Victor, the same. And Piero, the same.
So pre-season is always very important. We know that, and you've got the schedule now. How excited are you for the challenges against the opposition we've got?
A better squad, better individuals. We have identified as well, obviously, where we have opportunities to grow and to improve and to evolve our game and what is going to be needed to achieve that. And we are on it.
And you've mentioned that players are reported back for duty in incredible shape, and you've got a bit of a challenge this summer because of the World Cup and players coming back at different times as well. How do you program that? How do you make sure everyone's up to speed at the right time?
It's all program. We have 3 different pre-seasons, 3 different groups. But the most important thing is not the program, it's the attitude behind the program. And when I speak to Kai, he's desperate to come back tomorrow. And Victor, the same. And Piero, the same.
So pre-season is always very important. We know that, and you've got the schedule now. How
Oh. Oh. Au.
El conjunto que se anima.
A better squad, better individuals. We have identified as well, obviously, where we have opportunities to grow and to improve and to evolve our game and what is going to be needed to achieve that. And we are on it.
And you've mentioned that players are reported back for duty in incredible shape, and you've got a bit of a challenge this summer.
I don't know.
A better squad, better individuals. We have identified as well, obviously, where we have opportunities to grow and to improve and to evolve our game and what is going to be needed to achieve that. And we are on it.
And you've mentioned that players are reported back for duty in incredible shape, and you've got a bit of a challenge this summer because of the World Cup and players coming back at different times as well. How do you program that? How do you make sure everyone's up to speed at the right time?
It's all program. We have 3 different pre-seasons, 3 different groups. But the most important thing is not the program, it's the attitude behind the program. And when I speak to Kai, he's desperate to come back tomorrow. And Victor, the same. And Piero, the same.
So pre-season is always very important. We know that, and you've got the schedule now. How
It's funny that Chelsea lost. Getting beat by Tottenham. Embarrassing.
A better squad, better individuals. We have.
So I'm guessing this game is going to be on after.
Y así el Real Madrid haciendo caja, como dicen, de a poco, sumando ingresos. En defensa, Mario Rivas con la pelota. Ahora es Camavinga. Cuidado, le roban el balón. Moise Kean, disparo. Moise Kean. Me parece que, no sé, se emocionó. La acción prometía más con la pelota en pie y agarrar mal parada la defensa. Quiso sorprender, quiso buscar su gol de larga distancia y nos sorprendió.
Real Madrid kjøpte ham inn. Det var i fjor sommer at Gonzalo Garcia viste seg fram i klubbverdensmesterskapet. Gjør en switch i juniorer nå foran kommende sesong. Det var mange av de som fikk prøve seg mot Fiorentina, som de spiller 2-2 mot, etter at Moisken og Piccoli sender laget tilbake. Det var mye som talte for at Mourinhos lag kom til å vinne, da de skåret både 1 og 2-0. Men det blir uavgjort, og greit nok det. En ok gjennomkjøring for begge lag her i Østerrike, foran mange tusen tilskuere, som fikk seg en fin ettermiddag med 4 skåringer. Takk for følge, og hvis du vil se mer fotball, så er det Girona mot Arsenal om 10 minutter. Den også her med VG+ Sport.
It's a friendly. Not that big of a deal. Ooh. Oh, go.
Can win. So yeah, this is going to be a cheeky little test for us this evening.
Quite literally, every man and his dog out in force to see Arsenal in town this evening. I wanted to touch on just what a significant campaign, of course, it was for Arsenal last time out. But the challenge now is to go one more, to go again.
So
How
quiet.
difficult is it to do that after such a phenomenal challenge now is to go one.
Premier League titles, and I like what Mikel Arteta said in one of his interviews midweek, where he said it's about excellence, about striving for excellence. So basically, what you've got to do is what Pep Guardiola did at Man City, which we look back at that and think, wow, to keep that drive, determination, that hunger, season after season. When they won 6 out of 7, didn't they, Man City? Season after season after season, that's difficult. But what I'm hoping is, obviously as a Gooner, is it just makes our players just relax a little bit. That they'll just relax, and when they get tight situations in games, they'll look around each other and think, right, we've been here before, we know how to get over the line, and it just eases that pressure. And more importantly, all Arsenal fans will relax just a little bit when they're at the Emirates.
There we go. Oh, that kit is so nice.
At Girona's Montalivi Stadium for tonight's Costa Brava Trophy match, as Arsenal begin their preparations for the new season. More than 14,000 are inside this diminutive little ground, including around 1,000 travelling Gunners. Kike Alvarez was promoted from the B team to replace Michel
didn't realise it
as
started.
Girona's head coach this season. And the eagle-eyed among you, from that very quick shot of him shaking Mikel Arteta's hand there, may well remember him as the Villarreal captain who played against Arsenal in the 2006 Champions League semi-final. Immediately, the Gunners break forward on the left-hand side. Here's Havertz. Finding his captain, Ben White. Downman infield for Miles Lewis-Skelly, of course, reinvented himself in his preferred midfield role towards the end of last season.
Yeah, he'll be playing in the Zubamendi role, where he's just playing that little bit deeper, the anchor of that midfield. See Calafiori already coming in that inverted left-back position. Looks like Kai Havertz has given the licenses to roam in and around Gyökeres. He's had 3 decent touches already. Just us getting ourselves on the ball, just making sure that we dominate the game. And as we thought, obviously Solis out on that left-hand side, Max Daumann out on the right-hand side. And Max Daumann's got a really good chance. Max was talking earlier, weren't we, about staking his claim to actually start in the Community Shield, because it's without Madueke, without obviously Bukayo Saka being away with England, there's a really good opportunity for him.
First few touches in front of Arsenal fans for
Good
Solis.
ball.
Down to this right-hand side, here is Daumann, trying to get the better of a wily operator in Alex Moreno. 33 years old now. He'll be looking to use this
So now
as a
they
bit of a shop
decide to
window.
turn
He
it
won't
up,
want to be playing second
and
tier
I
football
turn
in Spain
everything
next
up.
season.
Yeah, you just see that Alex Moreno just making sure you'd known all about Max Daumann, you know, the reputation when they're going around Europe, you know, about the wonder kid. Just come up to like 16 and a half years of age, just made sure he went and closed
We
him
know
down
what
nice and
we
tight, so
are,
Daumann couldn't get
champions
turned on
of
him.
England.
Managed to
We
stick
know
the
what
ball
we
himself
are.
Zaniga sends that one long. It's met by Calafiori.
Oh, Gyökeres.
Space for Gyökeres. Solis.
Go on.
Havertz. Gyökeres was waiting. It's flicked away by Moreno.
Ooh, Ben White.
Unable to adjust for Mosquera's pass.
A little bit sloppy from Mosquera. Good play down the left-hand side.
The Arsenal shirt behind
Havertz
me.
going on the underlap. Great little ball in from Solis, just whipped across the 6-yard box. Unfortunately for Gyökeres, he did come to join in like the build-up.
It's this
He
season's
wasn't
one.
in between the posts, you know, in the middle of that 6-yard box, just for a tackling.
Lopez back to Zaniga.
I don't really want that one though.
By the goalkeeper.
I want our away top.
It goes to that right-hand side. Martinez.
Our away top's well nice.
He did well there, Gazaniga. He didn't really want the ball back from Lopez, did he? He was thinking, no, I've done my little bit. Just a nice little ball out.
Obviously it won't fit me.
Martinez on that right-hand side. See Jerome just trying to get themselves with a little bit of possession. Karuma just dropping a little bit deeper, getting a few touches.
And it goes to the former Spurs man, Brian Hill.
Dodgy website.
Just 24
That's what I'm
Premier
watching on.
appearances for him during his stint in North London. But 2 of those did come in losing North London derby efforts.
We actually thought that Brian Hill might play on the left-hand side, wouldn't he? Him on the right-hand side. Obviously, they've swapped wings. Hill over on that right-hand side, obviously left-footed, so he looked to come in and play little 1-2s off of Van
But to be fair though,
Kim on this left.
£7 to watch this game on an Arsenal app. It's not that bad.
Here is Kim. Had a lone spell last season at Andorra. One of a number of young Girona players to get some Segunda experience there. A really disappointing campaign for the Girona first team. 19th they finished in La Liga.
Watching on a dodgy
Just 6 of their
website.
games.
Well, when I say dodgy, the free website.
Seems crazy for a side who, 2 seasons before then, had
Boy.
finished as high up as 3rd in the division, qualifying for their first ever Champions League. And they did, of course, meet Arsenal at this very stadium. In
Oh, is it? If you're a season ticket holder, you get free. Didn't know that.
From a goal behind.
Is it Wanyeri scoring the winner?
That was a lovely finish from the edge of the penalty area. Van der Beek.
See Van der Beek just playing in that 10 position. When you think of, you look at this Girona side.
What's it? What the website? It's called.
Really should be too good. What's it for the second division in Spain? Look at Van der Beek. He went for 35 million quid, obviously, to Manchester United. Talking about
So stream and then
their right-hand side, 20 million.
with an E.
Alex Moreno,
X.
£10 million.
Yeah.
And Gazzaniga, obviously in goal.
Who?
Started off at Gillingham and then Southampton, followed Mauricio Pochettino, didn't he, from Southampton to Spurs.
Smattering of loan signings as well last season. Girona, it just didn't really work out for them. Ter Stegen from Barcelona, Thomas Lemar from Atletico Madrid as well. A couple of players they borrowed from Manchester City. They are part of the City group.
It's alright, don't worry.
Spray that one wide to the right-hand side, and his first touch let him down.
Well, that way section's a bit secured.
Play over to here on that right-hand side. Good little link-up play initially there between Van der Beek and Van Aert. So Van Aert just drifting, not playing in the archetypal number 9. Now he can just float across. So Van der Beek just dropping into the 10th position.
Vladislav Van Aert was their leading goal scorer last season. 13 times he was able to strike. 10 of those coming in La Liga.
Good play there from Victor Gyökeres, making sure he pins Francis just to hold the ball up.
He's giving chase here to put a bit of pressure on Paulo Gazzaniga, who's forced into a long clearance. It's a player who really showed signs of major improvement as the season went on, Victor Gyökeres, as he adapted to the Premier League's physicality, the style that Arsenal and Mikel Arteta expect from him leading the line.
Yeah, he started to get a bit more demonstrative, didn't he? Actually demand of his players around him to get the ball in the channels, obviously where he likes to be, to engage the centre-halves. Also getting balls into the box a little bit earlier. And if you said beginning of the season, Max, like, we signed a centre-forward and he scored 21 goals in competitions, 14 in the Premier League, and you win the Premier League, you'd say that was an unbelievable signing.
Goals.
Ben White.
Single season under Arteta. Here goes Kin. Moreno's cross is a deep one, and it required Nkapie to be well placed there with the header. In fact, it was actually Solis who was tracking all the way back on that far side, as Dalman has a bit of space to roam into.
You know what, Max? Mikel Arteta would absolutely love that from Solis, because Ben White just dived in on this right-hand side.
Gyökeres isn't happy with Dalman.
Obviously, he was coming in from the right-hand side, and Solis just made sure that he tracked his runner. Now, probably at Club Brugge, because he was their main
There's one
player,
thing I do agree with Dalman, though. He's greedy.
Terms, he would have been told by Arteta, when you're playing for
Another
us,
one like Madueke, greedy.
You make sure you do your tracking.
Just release the ball.
Exactly what Solis did there.
You're only 16 years old. You're not a professional. Well, he is professional, but at that age, won't consider yourself as professional.
Arsenal who have a free kick here for the foul on Max Dalman, and a first chance to see what Christos Solis can create in an Arsenal shirt. 29 assists last season. He's crossed towards that back post, he's headed across the face of goal. There's Calafiori, and that one is straight at Paulo Gazzaniga.
Yeah, just
that goalkeeper's name is mad.
Far post. Good delivery from Solis, just make sure he hangs it up for Gyökeres just to head it back across.
Never mind.
To the far post. Good delivery from Solis, just make sure he hangs it up for Gyökeres just to head it back across. Calafiori, I think, got caught in two minds there, whether to just head the ball back
towards that back post. He's headed across the face of goal. There's Calafiori.
Why?
Gazzaniga.
Yeah, just Victor Gyökeres just pulling to the far post. Good delivery from Solis. Just make sure he hangs it up for Gyökeres just to head it back across. Calafiori, I think, got caught in two minds there.
Again.
Oh, are you having a laugh?
Hold on. It's been incredibly industrious in this opening 10 minutes.
I'm not going to say where I'm watching it because I'm not promoting anything. I'm not going to promote anything. I said it once and I'm not saying it again.
is given away. Karuma took far too long to...
I'm not promoting a dodgy website.
Leandro Trossard, not only have Arsenal lost a cult hero, but incredibly hard worker as that ball is given away. Karuma took far too long to pick his pass, and now Calafiori can stride forward for the
Why is
Gunners.
it doing this for?
Just getting his little foot in to Calafiori.
Drop of the shoulder from Dowman. Moreno's able to win the ball on this occasion.
I mean, yeah, you can go onto the Arsenal app and watch it.
Moreno. Players in red and white flooding forward into the Arsenal penalty area.
There we go. Boy, that's loud. You can go onto the Arsenal website, but you have to pay for it.
Langt ut fra Kepa. Jobb av Luis Skelly. Solis. Store forventninger til grekeren. Har vært meget sentral, meget god for Brygge i Belgia nå et par sesonger. De absolutt beste spillerne i den belgiske toppdivisjonen.
Bit annoying that it's in Spanish, but
Noen få seniorspillere på benken til Arteta i dag. Gabriel Jesus sitter der. Fabio Vieira. Hans Nelson. Det har vært skriverier om en mulig overgang for Vini Junior til Arsenal. Det blir noe av. Bruno Guimaraes fra Newcastle virker mer aktuell, selvfølgelig en helt annen type spiller. Litt mer hold i de ryktene. Samtidig som Christian Nørgaard er på vei fra Arsenal til Everton. Innlegget her da, fra Mosquera. Beltran. Og prøver å legge igjen for Donny van de Beek. At det stopper Arnaud, som var helt der oppe.
Counter, go on.
Da blir det rom å angripe for Arsenal og for stjerneskuddet Daumen. Løkres. Daumen, kan han trylle seg igjennom her, unggutten? Nesten. Spilleren som ble den yngste til å skåre mål i Premier League, som den yngste Premier League-vinneren den tiden også.
Dalman should have left it though for Havertz. Set piece again. Nice to see Boneri back in an Arsenal shirt.
En måned til han fyller 17. Axtalman.
Oh, come on.
For et som skjer inne i feltet her, men ingen som er noe, i hvert fall ingen av Arsenal-spillerne som er noe verre enn noen av Girona-spillerne.
I think a bit soft. A bit soft for a foul. at that, Capio.
Skal ha kontroll på situasjonen.
Nice.
Kepa. Løser Solis dette. Gjør han på en god måte. Luis-Kell. Ja, men nå i midten, se her muligheten, her skal det stå 1-0 til Arsenal! Kai Havertz! Et par meget gode passninger som åpner Girona. I en ren spissrolle i dag, da. En mer offensiv midtbanerolle, Kai Havertz bak Gyökeres.
Oh, you missed that first.
Ja, jo en god avslutter. Stødig på labben. Max Daumen viser playmaker-egenskaper der. Spilleren som har tatt stegene inn i banen. Til Gunners.
One-nil to the Arsenal. 1-0. Time.
7 Premier League-kamper fra start forrige sesong for Kai Havertz. Av skadeproblemene. Solis. Fiori. Luis-Kell.
Good ball.
Interessant ball det også. Der Gyökeres, der også Gazzaniga. Hvor lang han Van de Beek. Nytt godt til Girona av å være i den samme eiergruppa som for eksempel Manchester City og andre klubber har jo siste årene jevnlig.
Why am I hearing a radio?
Noen av de mer talentfulle Manchester City-spillerne som synes de trengte spilletid. Hvor aktuelt det blir nå da, når man skal spille på et nivå lavere. Helt avgjørende inngripen av Gazzaniga. Lopez. Beek. Den opp i mellomrommet. Beltran. Beltran. Gill det.
He done well there. That's gone.
Ikke vært ute ifølge assistentdommer. Bek. Feilvendt. Til Laskoroma. Og så burde det vel kanskje være andre litt der. Ronna-spillerne. 20 minutter passert. Kai Havertz målskårer. Til skudd fra distanse. Skal han ikke gå inn på Kepa, men det er nå et forsøk.
Radami.
Skjera.
Unlucky.
Så at Utrøkres hadde startet. Her er svensken igjen. Vaneri. Takler det, siden han bryter inn i 16 meter.
Nice, Havertz. Out wide. Go on, Zoles. See what you can do.
Zolis. Av er det nå? Hjørnespark for Arsenal. Den første treningskampen for Mikel Arteta denne sommeren. Dette bortsett fra at de spilte en kamp mot MK Dons. Og lukte dører, som det heter. Kampen Arsenal. Sparket her da.
New corner tactic.
Skudd. Veldig skummelt.
Better not do any of them in the front.
Skelly.
Short corners never work.
Noen kamper forrige sesong hvor han var helt outstanding.
Yeah, Scottish football back. Aberdeen are being hard. 2 goals in the 90 minutes. Penalty in the 93rd.
Oi.
Oh, and Hearts has a red card as well. Oh.
Rett og slett kontroll over kula der. Litt sløvt. Ballen tilbake.
When Celtic on. Oh. Oh.
It off for Callum Calafiori thought about the shot.
Oh, no, what am I doing?
Fiori flicked on. Here is Solis. Gyökeres couldn't get there. Dauman couldn't either. Back in their numbers. They wanted the offside flag.
Solis has got to be more ruthless there when he gets played in. Great little flick from Kai Havertz, and then he's just obviously trying to roll it into Victor Gyökeres just to, you know, ingratiate himself with his teammates. So just seeing it again in from Calafiori. Great little flick back there. He should be shooting. Just shoot across Gazzaniga 100%. He's played for Club Brugge and he does that. He smashes it into the back of the net. So he's just got to be more selfish, more ruthless.
It's Kim. Pushed by White, manages to evade that one. Down and was covering. Will be a Girona corner.
Yeah, good link-up play down there, left-hand side for Girona. With Kim just coming a little bit inverted into Moreno, trying to get the ball out of his feet. Max Dauman making sure he's doing his defensive duties. And Kim will just come across.
So a bit of organisation here for Kepa Arrizabalaga.
See Van de Beek just being what they call the wasp, like the nuisance around the goalkeeper.
Coming in, it was well punched clear. Beltran got right underneath that one. Here's Kim. Lopez. Easy for Kepa.
Well, Lopez needs to keep that on the floor rather than just ease it in with his right foot. Just like picking apples from a tree for Kepa.
Oh, Waneri, too much, man.
Neat close control by Ethan Waneri in that midfield, of course playing alongside his really good friend Miles Lewis-Skelly, the two of them coming up through the Arsenal Academy ranks together.
There's another player, Ethan Waneri. Obviously it's a big pre-season for him as well, you know, with the standard, the player that he's playing up against now, to get himself in one of those sort of number 8 positions, or, you know, in the 10. I think he's going up against Odegaard, going up against Eze.
Rice, Marino.
To mention, but a few.
Zubimendi. So many options in there. Away by Beltran.
And hopefully, everybody's talking about Bruno.
So that's his ball in, he's flicked on by Mosquera. Still yet to score for the Gunners. Christian Mosquera. So that's his ball in, he's flicked on by Mosquera. Still yet to score for the Gunners. Christian Mosquera. Expecting him to have that bit more playing time this season, with William Saliba struggling with that back issue.
It's a little bit of a high boot there from Waneri on Moreno. I'm surprised Moreno didn't chuck himself on the floor, actually. And to be fair to him, he didn't hold his face. Normally, one-day players
Did you see it? Nah.
roll around about 15 times.
Oh, no, yeah. No, yeah, I did. That first penalty was Gabriel. What Gabriel done in the final.
Somehow that works its way to Calafiori. Now out to Solis. Up against Martinez again. Is Solis going for goal? And Solis finding the bottom corner.
Oh. Wow.
Well, the Arsenal fans who have packed inside this small stadium would have loved to have seen what all the fuss was about, and he has just given them a glimpse. He's been buzzing, he's been lively in this opening half hour, and he gets his reward as well. The Gunners lead by 2-0.
Yeah, it's just fed out from Calafiori onto that left-hand side. Christos Solis just 1v1 with Martinez, doesn't get close enough, just gets it onto his right foot. Might have taken a little deflection as he just goes past Gazaniga low down to his left-hand side. Puts us 2-0 up. Then we have a little hydration break.
Hydration break.
He said that the World Cup felt like ages ago, so this will bring back the memories for you. This is not a hydration break, it's a planned cooling break. It's going to be one of these now. There'll be another one in the second half as well. I think what we'll use this for is a bit of an advert for the Arsenal app. It's kind of in vogue at the moment. So yeah, watch all of the highlights from today's friendly. You can hear Mikel Arteta's post-match reaction, and as well you can get the latest team news ahead of the next game against Real Betis, of course, in midweek. Plus, you can relive the historic 2025-26 title-winning campaign.
Well, hey.
Special 5-part season review. Or you have the option to get even closer to the likes of Mikel Merino, Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, or Declan Rice in their exclusive standalone series. All of that is available now on the Arsenal app.
Yeah, just looking obviously at the first goal. Brilliant finish from Kai Havertz, fantastic play from Max Dowman. Moreno getting too tight. Max Dowman just rolling him.
Oh, yeah,
With his right shoulder. Great wound to Kai Havertz. Was never ever not going to score. And just talking about obviously Solis's goal. Sometimes you get a bit lucky because he come into Ranieri, and I actually think Ranieri was just trying to feed it out to Nkapie. He got a little deflection and went out to Calafiori, just right out to Solis. And I know this is only pre-season, and I know obviously it's early, but trust me, when you're a new signing and you know that you're on trial, in inverted commas, because all the players are looking at you, think, right, you know, we've heard about your reputation. Last 3 seasons, you've got 20 goals plus. Let's see what you've got. Obviously, just cuts
good
inside.
goal from Solis.
Doesn't get close enough. And then he's right, I'm just going to bend
Tidy finish, bottom corner.
Instep on my right foot and say it looked like on first looks it might have taken just a slight deflection, but that'll give him the world of confidence and hopefully give that, you know, a little bit more confidence.
Jesus coming on for Gyökeres, who of course.
Bloody hell.
De enige wissel te zijn.
So what? This is one thing that I don't get watching on dodgy websites. They've just changed it from the Arsenal app to now DAZN. Great.
Oké, er zijn meer wissels gebeurd. Wat inderdaad, Vieira erop. En ook Salmon erin. Salmon. Die achternaam Zalm heeft, maar echt wel het neusje ervan, naar het schijnt. Jong talent, 16 jaar.
Who did we take off?
8 minuten gemaakt.
I know Gyökeres was one of them.
Ik had vroeg gewoon echt wel meteen als vervanger van Saliba te gaan zetten. Toch in het seizoen dan. Maar potentieel dus vooral.
So,
Het schijnt heel erg veel.
Jesus for Gyökeres.
Grote jongen op 1,87 meter. Dat is de 16e. Dus Nkapie eruit. Havertz eruit. En Gyökeres. Samen Vieira op het middenveld. En Jesus in de spits. Daar ziet u met het nummer 21 Fabio Vieira. Zou willen vertrekken. Prijskaartje 18 miljoen. En dat vindt de club die hem geleend heeft vorig seizoen.
Fabio Vieira. Wow.
Te veel. Dus daar gaan ze toch nog even over moeten onderhandelen. Amsterdam. Nog 10 minuten in de eerste helft. Arsenal domineert. Of wat had u gedacht? Staat comfortabel 0-2 voor. Bezit is ook wel fameus gezakt, denk ik. In het nadeel van Girona. Dat voor de doelpunten vaak de bal had. Meer dan Arsenal. Maar er te weinig mee deed. In versnelling. In het hart van die defensie. Dat is een bingo. Dat is de prijs. Voor de tweede niet veel later. Penalties gaan we in principe niet krijgen, denk ik dan vandaag. Maar je weet maar nooit. Arteta kan er ook nog heel wat jongsters opbrengen in de tweede helft. En de match misschien nog wat spannender worden. Als deze jongens er lang blijven opstaan, dan is er weinig tegen te beginnen. Kelly. Goed uitstappen alweer van David Lopez. Niet voor het eerst in deze partij. De verder zetting ook niet voor het eerst. Zuiver. Solis. Tegen de bal bij Calafiori. Solis. Ja. Ik heb het er net al heel even aangehaald, maar nu heeft de geruchtenmolen misschien ook wel horen draaien. Vini Junior wordt zeer uitdrukkelijk genoemd bij Arsenal. Vinicius dus. En zou naar het schijnt, als we de pagina's mogen geloven van Arsenal, prioriteit nummer 1 zijn. Dan zouden we ook een goedkope optie kunnen nemen. Williams van de club heeft een clausule van 90 miljoen. Even kijken naar de voorzet van White. Het is geen goede. En dat is een beetje de teneur op de social media. Schrik voor het ego van Vinicius, onze supporters dan. Dat hij misschien voor een onevenwicht zou zorgen in de selectie. Dat iemand als Nico Williams dan veel minder gaat hebben. Het zou kunnen. Maar zover zijn we nog niet. Barcola wordt genoemd. Het zijn 3 jongens voor op de linkerkant, dus op de plek van Solis. Dat komt ook omdat Martinelli zou vertrekken. Er staan hier bij PSG, maar ook de naam van Mika Goets circuleert. Die carousel die blijft gaan natuurlijk. Het zal zo zijn tot begin september. Wanneer de transfermarkt sluit.
You've only come to see the Arsenal.
Training op White en ook op.
Oh, that's getting physical now. Only up front though.
Laat hangen van Alex Moreno. Als Moreno tegen de grond werkt. Calafiori. Salmon. En Jesus. Komt de naam van Bruno Guimaraes. Er wordt zelfs niet meer gefluisterd. Speler van Lucas. Middenveld dus de versterker bij Arsenal. De spits hoeft er niet meteen iets bij. Wat gek is, want voor de komst van Gyökeres werd zelfs gezegd, ja, 1 spits is eigenlijk te weinig. Maar dan is Mikel Merino beginnen scoren. Dat is ook een optie voorin. Heeft hij nogmaals bewezen op het WK natuurlijk. Dus dan heb je met Havertz, Merino. Dus Jesus voorin. Gyökeres wordt dan weer gezegd dat hij zou betrokken worden in een ruildeal met Alvarez voor Atletico Madrid. Alvarez in principe meer een spits die past bij de speelstijl van Arsenal. Ook al is daar ook vorig seizoen heel veel over gezegd en geschreven over die speelstijl. Die corners en duels. Vaak mindere voetbal. Ook zeker dan van Arsenal gewoon waren geweest de voorbije jaren. Gezet door Arsène Wenger lang geleden.
Oeh, Sterling, that pass. Wow.
Maar ook daarover kan je vragen stellen, kan je bedenkingen hebben. Arsenal werd vaak beticht van niet mans genoeg te zijn, te weinig duels te winnen, te braaf, niet volwassen genoeg, niet leep genoeg. In het seizoen dat ze dat dan eens deden, dan speelden ze weer niet attractief genoeg. Dus op die manier kan je nooit goed doen. Zeker terugkomen, zeker nu de druk eraf is, die binnen is. Zoals deze Max Downing. Wanneer hij bijvoorbeeld ziet het er in de toekomst. Rooskleurig uit. Calafiori voor Wanneer. White pikt op. Aan de buitenkant is Daumen. White raakt hier langs.
Right.
Dat er veel zal worden bijgeteld.
Tolerance for fouls inside the
White. Goed van Damen, draait daar prima weg en dan duikt hij de 16 in. En het is letterlijk duiken, zegt Marta. Geen overtreding. Zoekt te nadrukkelijk het contact. Hier draait hij weg. Versnelling dan met die linkervoet. En dan inderdaad een duik. Er is wel licht. Zeker te weinig. Veel te weinig om daar strafschop voor te fluiten. Komt minstens 1 minuutje bij, ziet u op het bord van Nanda. Dat zijn dingen die je toch niet al te vaak gaat mogen doen in de Premier League, want daar lachen ze niet mee. de corner. Dat is de linker van Daumen. Te dicht bij Gazzaniga. Hij heeft nog 20 seconden om de bal naar voren te jagen. Richting Minsokin, die er bijna van kon profiteren. Het misverstand tussen Louis Kelly en Waneri. Dan heeft hij een foutje nodig. En Marta heeft genoeg gezien. We gaan rusten bij een 0-2 stand. Arsenal, de betere ploeg. Efficiënter, sterker, beter. Ook qua kwaliteit. Hij is ook 2 doelpunten kunnen scoren. Havertz als eerste. En Solis als tweede. Zij zijn nog aan het overleggen bij Girona. En hopen in de tweede helft uit een beter vaartje te tappen. Wij zien elkaar straks terug.
Half time, 2-0. Oh. Oh. Do. No arguments. Summer's in store running chair. I drink need. Platinum presidential need. No, you're mad at me. Wasted. You're gonna get wasted. I wanna take a dive in your pool. You look amazing. Fantasy. Live with you. Mate, Solid is quality, man. Wow. Yeah, Solid he's quality. He took that goal really well. And I meant to be getting up in that kitchen. I don't need no apron. Getting up in that kitchen. I don't need no apron. Oh. Yeah, baby. Cool, we hit the goal, get in. Start a new goal. So 250 followers. Start. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh. Oh, that's actually a good idea, actually. Let me quickly do that. Where's that? Oh. There we go. Put it up here. Like that. There we go. I'll just stick that there. Ta-da. I think the Arsenal app's a bit glitched. I've just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 notification of kickoff. Traps in the middle. Girl, if I'm dying, hope you really act like Lauren London. Still remember the first time I saw you out. Saw you outside, excuse me, can you come here? She don't care about Louis bag. So I buy her Birkin bag. He keeps telling me to worry about the banner. God, what sunset. That's well nice. Purple snaps. What? So this whole time the game has been on YouTube? It's on Arsenal.
The number 10, well, he's number 6, but he's playing in 10 position with Girona. He made a long...
It would have been nice to know earlier. Ooh. So what was the point of... Oh my God. Having a laugh.
You know, he looked comfortable with his players that are around him, and it didn't look too much for him, which
But what was the point
of
of the whole Arsenal app situation paying £7?
Marta Huerta is our referee. She wasn't too heavily involved in the first half. It was quite free-flowing.
Your sister.
Here in Girona.
Great. Oh.
And it is supposed to get us back underway for this second 45 minutes. I suppose, Perry, the silver lining of all of this is
fantastic.
That
Didn't know this.
All of the jokes from the first half that were maybe missed.
I've been recycling all season. So this much, to be honest.
The first game of pre-season.
Ooh.
It's already going back to old material. As Fabio Vieira thumps that one back goalwards for Kepa.
Oh, can you get a chat off? I don't want the chat.
Tiny bit of pressure, is able to clear his lines up towards the bleach blonde Gabriel Jesus.
bit of a fall from grace, isn't it, from Girona? Mentioned before, Max, that
just do it there, don't
highest finish in their history. Came third, didn't they? Got themselves in the Champions League, which we played in, was it January 2025?
2-1 victory here, yeah, in the Champions League phase. It's the only time that they've ever been involved in Europe's most prestigious tournament.
At least I don't have to deal with lagging now.
Then,
Happy with that.
Following a 19th place finish out of 20 teams in La Liga last season. There are a few familiar faces among their ranks, this being one of them, Brian Hill. You may remember from his exploits at the other end of the Seven Sisters Road.
Yeah, he was a £20 million player, wasn't he, for that mob up the road,
There
or
we
other
go.
end of the Seven Sisters Road, Max,
Fantastic.
when you put it. And couldn't really make his mark because he didn't really get in the team. Like quite a few loans. Obviously he's ended up at Girona, and obviously with other Premier League players, Moreno playing at left back, ex-Aston Villa, Gazaniga in goal obviously for that one up the road as well. And Donny van der Beek, who's once a £35 million player, obviously at Manchester United.
Yeah, van der Beek especially has struggled with injury, ruptured his Achilles last season, missed a lot of football, played just 2 games across the course of the campaign. Just a reminder that Girona are much further advanced in their pre-season preparations than the Gunners. This is the 4th of their 6 pre-season fixtures. Arsenal, of course, first of 5. The hosts do begin their Segunda campaign in a little under 2 weeks' time, compared to the luxury of 3 that Arsenal have before that opening game against Coventry City. What an occasion that will be, by the way. Friday nights under the lights at Emirates Stadium to kick off the new Premier League season at the home of the champions.
The Premier League champions. How good does that sound?
To be fair, ever since we became champions, I haven't been to the Emirates yet. I want to see that massive champions thing in the away end. That's what I want to go and see.
Shown a really bright spark of acceleration on the left side. And someone with his pace is going to be asking a lot of. Here's Kim. Moreno. Away by Marley Salmon. It was an uncomfortable one for him to deal with, but the right decision.
Yeah, it's good defending from Marley Salmon. Sometimes you have to defend areas and not go with men. Obviously, Van Aert has come a little bit short there. So is if you're Moreno on that left back position, you want your centre forward in the middle of the goal. Just see Hill just coming in from the right hand side, trying to get in that centre forward position, but good defending from Marley Salmon.
So the first set piece then of this second half goes Girona's way. In from Brian Hill. Mosquera and Salmon both climbing there. To tease one in. Frances.
Corner? How?
Rising.
I didn't look like a corner.
Yeah, I think Van Aert maybe just got caught in between. Was he trying to bend it inside Kepa's right-hand post, or just trying a little cross in the end?
How's that a corner?
Say there, Francis actually pretending he was somewhere near it, but he wasn't. Probably about a yard away. We've got a little deflection. Kim take the corner.
Mosquera, that one's a brilliant ball in, and it was a thunderous header from the
What
captain, Arnau Martinez.
What a header. Fair play.
Well, they barely had a sniff at Kepa's goal in the first half. But since the interval, they've come out with renewed optimism. And it's their captain who has absolutely punched that into the far corner.
Mikel Arteta will be tearing his hair out because he prides himself on not only attacking set pieces but defensive set piece where on defending from corners. It's a really good delivery from Kim from that left-hand side, in swinging with his
celebrating like it's a Champions League final.
Martinez
Pre-season.
Just gets a free run, and once he's got a free run, even though we've gone a little bit zone across that 6-yard box, you've got no chance. Brilliantly timed run from Martinez, a really good header, just redirects it, uses the pace of the cross, gives Kepa absolutely no chance.
Oh, come on, ref.
Girona back in the game at 1-2 down.
Well, that has made it a bit livelier here inside this sellout 14,000 capacity stadium. 1,000 Arsenal fans among them, or at least 1,000 who are registered as away fans. I'm sure when Arsenal do come to town, those replica shirts do come out in the home end as well for pre-season friendlies.
Yeah, we just started a little bit faster, Joanna, in this beginning this second half. So we dominated probably from, you know, sort of the 15th minute onwards with possession. We can tell that they've had the proverbial maybe little flea in their ear from the manager, just to say that he needs them, you know, to step up.
Thank you,
this is their fourth
referee.
pre-season game. They should have more miles in their legs. And Miles Lewis-Skelly just buying the free kick.
He's been doing that really well throughout this whole evening, Miles Lewis-Skelly. It's a point that you picked up on in the first half, Perry, just how good these Highland youngsters are at using their body, positioning it in the right way to fashion those fouls, but also create those opportunities.
Give him a little runabout.
From Max Dowman to set up Kai Havertz's opening goal here this evening.
Yeah, you can tell that they work on like the body angles, working to make sure that they use the weight of their body.
Shoot, Dowman,
well.
shoot.
Started again here, it's Max Dowman!
What a goal.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation. This boy is special. An assist to his name already.
16 years old, you know.
And this time he's able to take the glory for himself.
Yeah, Max Dowman, he says that's just what I do. Just cuts inside, just palms off Moreno initially. Just cuts inside onto his left foot, 20 yards out.
Good goal.
Looks like the goal might be disallowed for the foul on Moreno. Just before Max Dowman ended up picking the ball again. That's probably the third or fourth time Moreno's actually gone down and pretended that he's got a bad injury. So just going to see what Marta Huerta, the referee, has decided.
Is it a goal? Or has it been disallowed?
Brian Hill continues his protests, but Marta Huerta really happy for that goal to stand and not too happy with the appeals from the home side. Alex Moreno still deep in discussion.
But he's been going to the floor too easily in that first half, and now he's just been punished because the referee, Marta Huerta, probably thinks, well, you keep throwing yourself to the floor. And we just saw in the replay, Max Dowman was really cute because he just sort of palmed him off. You know, when you just push like your marker away, which he did, and I thought he hit him in the chest, but he's gone to the floor like he's been hit on the head with a lift. Which is just picking the ball up in that inside right position, just cutting in on his left foot. And he just makes it look so easy. And, you know, when he just puts it in the back of the net, gives Gazzaniga absolutely no chance low down to the left-hand side. It's just like, that's just what I do.
The Premier League's youngest ever scorer, the Premier League's youngest ever champion. He, of course, was used perhaps a bit cautiously at times as an impact sub last season. Mikel Arteta very sensible with how
just finished his GCSEs and he's in the first squad.
Flight of English football. This one's going to break here for Gabriel Jesus.
4-1.
A poacher's finish to take this game well away from Girona. And it's good to see a smile back on Gabriel Jesus' face.
Yeah, it's a really good finish. Just an over-elaboration from Girona, just trying to play out from the back. Gets a little deflection. Jesus is completely unmarked in the 18-yard box. So he's just coming to play out back from Lopez. Just tries to play into midfield. Into Moreno, who's come into that inverted position. Just gets a little block in. Comes Jesus.
Gabi.
And again, no hesitation. First time, gives Gazzaniga absolutely no chance. Smashes it low past him. That's the game done and dusted. And basically what Girona have done is, with Martinez scoring his header to make it 2-1, just poked the bear with a sharp stick and just made sure that we've had to step up another gear. And exactly what we've done.
Press.
They certainly have. 5 goals already in the opening game of pre-season. He's been a hugely transformative figure, hasn't he?
The thing that kind of ruins that top is the red. I think just blue and yellow would have been better. The red kind of doesn't really go with it.
Well, that's why they was brought in for that
If it was just blue and yellow, then I think it would have been better.
Premier League title with them. And it's not just about on the match days, it's about how they conduct themselves in training, in and around.
Wonder what our third kick's going to be. Seen leaks of it.
Nutrition and do their diets, and you know how they prepare themselves all through the week, and then that rubs off. That winning mentality actually rubs off on the rest of the teammates.
Moreno gives the ball away again. Recovered well by Vladislav Van Aert. Here's Kim.
Two in Ben White.
To step inside and go for goal. That one straight at Kepa.
Yeah, to be fair, the main threat is down left-hand side, Girona. Now it comes down Arsenal's left with Solis.
Oh, well done.
Galman waiting for support from White before floating one in himself, and Jesus left that.
Yeah, just a little bit of lack of communication there between Francis and Gazaniga, the Girona goalkeeper. So down, we're just trying to ease it in.
That
maybe
goalkeeper's name is
gamble a little bit and
outrageous.
get himself in front of Francis. So a little bit of a panic up. Just going out to Kim again on that left-hand side, cutting inside Ben White, and needs to get a little bit tighter. Should be starting the ball outside Kepa's left-hand post by about a yard, but again, just bends it into him. Simple save.
Vinny Jr. will look good in this kit, you know.
Challenge in the air there.
Champions League nights in this kit. Oh.
The referee more than happy
I
to
pray we actually get him, man.
a bit of physicality in this game. Excellent tracking back, Max Dowman at both ends of the pitch.
That's what you have to do to get in this Arsenal side. We've seen how brilliant he's going forward with the assist for Kai Havertz's opening goal, and his brilliant finish with his left foot for his own goal to put us 3-1 up. But you have to do your work off the ball, and exactly we saw Solis do it in the first half. Lewis Skelly as well, doing his defensive duties. Max Dowman doing exactly the same there. Van Aert just trying to make that run from the centre out to the left-hand side. And Max Dowman just eased him off.
To him.
Oh, that one is loose though. And Kepa came to Dowman's rescue.
Van Aert there didn't really look convinced that it's just a little bit too lackadaisy from Max Dowman. Just Van Aert 1v1 with Kepa. Kepa making sure that he doesn't commit himself, and he actually says to Van Aert, "You've got to beat me. I'm not going to make your mind up." Just stays nice and big, you know, a la Peter Schmeichel. So Van Aert tries to dink it over him, but just a little reminder there. Obviously, Max Dowman just got to make sure that you're always switched on.
Girona preparing a whole host of changes on the hour mark, and this may be the perfect chance to signpost those. Mary tripping Brian Hill in midfield. So with them being relegated to Segunda, they are very heavily reliant.
Girona,
So there will be
they got relegated. Oof.
Girona B players coming on, the most notable of which is number 34. You may notice him towering above the others. That is Alexander Presho. He's 6'8".
Wow,
Not
6'8".
a prolific striker by any means, but certainly will be a handful when the ball is coached forward.
Reese.
5 of them leaving the field. We will focus instead on the Arsenal changes coming on. Ife Ibrahim, one of them. Reece Nelson as well. Cabia entering the fray too. Nice for Girona to keep Arsenal on their toes. It's nice for Mikel Arteta to keep us on ours as well.
Yeah, it's just about managing the minutes. Just making sure, obviously, last half an hour, But you have they're not subs anymore, Max, are they? They're impactors now.
Finishes is the phrase, isn't it, in rugby? I regret to borrow any language from that sport, but we're back underway. So very different 11s finishing this game to the ones that started. Gabriel Jesus taking on the captain's armband from Ben White. As Reece Nelson moves across to the left-hand side. Midfield, there's a bit of space opening up here for Martinez. Great ball across. And Ruiz was denied by Ian Meslier on his Arsenal debut.
Yeah, his first touch from Ruiz, just making sure he's in that centre-forward position. Just comes out to Martinez on this right-hand side. It's a really good ball in that corridor of uncertainty. Ruiz should be scoring. Good save from Kepa down to his left-hand side.
It's back in towards the box. Meslier stayed and then threw a right arm towards that for the second time in quick succession. He shows his quick reflexes.
Yeah, for sure. You said about the big centre-forward coming on. I think, was he 6'8"? Obviously getting his first touch. Really good head up. Brilliant save from Kepa. Low down to his right-hand side.
Marley Salmon. There's Josh Ogonaike. He's a left-back who can also play at centre-back as well, but he's run into trouble there. They're finding Abel Ruiz.
Yeah, Ogonaike just playing in that left-back position, coming on for Calafiori. He can play as a centre-half as well, Max Carney, so you know he's very versatile.
Given away though by Martin. He's pounced upon by Andre Harry-Belanus, who won't be a stranger to many of the Arsenal fans tuning in here. A couple of senior appearances last season. He's won the Gunners a free kick in a really promising position.
Yeah, just Martin coming in there, just a little bit late. Yeah, just seeing that chance again for sure. Really good delivery from the left-hand side from Hill. For sure thinks he's going to score. It's a brilliant save from Kepalo down to his right-hand side.
Reece Nelson sent Gabriel Jesus away. You can see the really imposing
Reece
figure
on
there
a free kick. Oh.
For sure in the Girona wall.
He's not scoring from it. You're mad.
Either side of him, it's a much easier shot on goal. It is Nelson and it's straight into for sure.
So the Arsenal app crashed out. That makes sense.
Left-hand side of the wall, actually, I
mean, they might as well just do it on YouTube anyway instead of doing pay-per-view.
Not being able to bend it past him.
It's only a pre-season game, so.
It's Cabia. Finding Copley more naturally suited to playing in central midfield, but he will happily do a role at right back for the Arsenal first team. Lovely turn of pace by Cabia. Copley pulled back for Jesus. Ooh. Neatly works by Arsenal's youngsters over on that far
so
side.
That's why I've been getting loads of notifications done from the Arsenal app. Something's happened.
Copley making sure he's making that little run. Inverted
I've
down
got
that
15
right
notifications
really
just saying kick-off first half begins.
Misses it. He'll be really disappointed. Obviously, it hasn't added to his goal that he got just a little bit earlier. So it was 4-1 up.
It's on, encouraging the run forward from Martinez. It was well covered by Ogonaike. See Ibrahim there just going to play at that base of the midfield.
just replacing Miles Lewis-Skelly. Ogunike did really well. Again, just making sure that you on cover.
Haydock O'Neill is number 53 for Arsenal. He's playing a lot more central than perhaps he's used to. Actually made his Northern Ireland debut in the World Cup warm-up for France. So 18 years old, he has a taste of senior international football behind him.
Oh, you know what?
15 goals across.
Let me just take these away. They don't really matter.
He wants to keep an eye on the Arsenal attack.
He's got a couple of caps, isn't he, for Northern Ireland at 18. It's not bad. Little taste of international football.
I'll just take the team sheets away.
Braden Clark.
Yeah, it's long to do.
Son of former Scotland international Nigel Quasi.
QPR legend.
Portsmouth, Southampton. Off goes Cabia. Struggling to keep pace with him out on that far side. Ibrahim for Harry Mananous. There's Copley. They were queuing up on the edge of the penalty area. Jesus and Reece Nelson.
Just one thing you say with the Hale End products, you see Ibrahim there. They've come in obviously playing for the first team. They'll be a little bit nervous. Every one of them looks very comfortable on the ball. Every single one of them, you know, very good technique, just moving the ball nice and quickly, not trying to overcomplicate things. See Marley Salmon there, just trying to, you know, dictate to the players in front of him. Wants a little bit more movement.
Oh, good play, Reece.
Much more of a senior figure now compared with the level of experience of those around him. It's important to remember he came through the Arsenal Academy. It's been 9 years since he made his senior debut. Harry Mananous tried to hang one up to that far post. Nelson wasn't in the position and it floats out and behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's the right idea from Harry Mananous. Just get himself to the byline. When you get to the byline, you've got to make sure you just dink it to the far post. Couldn't quite wrap his foot around it.
Good news is, Perry, there's another 5 changes for the home side as
keep you on your toes.
Kike Alvarez, the manager, looks to integrate some of the younger players. Players that he would have worked with last season, last couple of seasons when he was in charge of their B team. He actually works alongside his brother Oscar. Both of them having come through the famed La Masia Academy in Barcelona. It was a couple of age groups actually ahead of Mikel Arteta, so they never crossed paths there. They do share the same footballing education and, I'm sure, ideologies.
I was just going to say that I thought that referee Marta Huerta refereed the game really well. Then she gives a soft free kick for Monsieur. Obviously, Marley Salmon just trying to nick in front of him.
Ivan Martin.
Yeah, Martin will just go and take it a bit deep in midfield. Likes to be the playmaker. See if he can get Girona ticking over.
I think that's better.
Gabriel Mizahoy, who was trying to break forward. He is Dutch under-19 international. And there you see the legendary figure that is Christian Stuani. 39 years old now. His contract expired at the end of last season. He delayed his decision. He waited, and then he decided he was going to stay for another campaign at least. 148 goals for Girona in 312 games, and that is why there is that bit more of a party atmosphere here inside this stadium.
Well, the game has been far from boring. Normally, if it's a bit boring, that's when you get the Mexican wave. So the Girona fan decided just to keep himself entertained.
Here is another cooling break, so just another apology to those of you who weren't able to tune in for the first 45 minutes. We really are sorry about the technical issues that prevented you from seeing Arsenal taking a 2-goal lead in this game. We have, however, had 3 since the restart, so hopefully you don't feel too shortchanged for goals at least as this game goes on, and you can see the entertainment is being provided by the 14,000 in the stands here in Girona, as Mikel Arteta can just get his young team together and issue a few tactical tweaks, some tinkering, just making sure everyone stays honest right until the end of this game.
I think as well, obviously we've seen a lot of the younger players come on, you know, the academy players, and obviously Arteta will be giving his instructions because we know he's, you know, is very, very, has a big attention to detail, and he'll be giving out instructions just to see if these younger players actually take them on. You know what I mean? All the top players, you need only tell them once what's expected of them. You see Martin is there getting Girona back into the game at 2-1, free header which Arteta won't be very happy about. See Miles Lewis-Skelly just getting the ball into Max Dowman, just cutting in on his left foot. Again, he just made it look so easy. I think Girona wanted a free kick with a little push from Dowman on Moreno. Quite rightly, the referee, Mate Huerta, didn't give it. And then we saw Girona just trying to play out from the back, with Lopez trying to put it into Moreno. And we nick it, comes to Jesus, and he just smacks it past Gazaniga to put us 4-1 up.
Anus is trying to feed Gabriel Jesus, and Girona just odds and ends at the back at the moment. It is a young and an unsettled back line.
Well, Jakobishvili didn't really look particularly comfortable when the ball came into him. He didn't really want it. He said his wrong body angle and he's back to play. That enabled us to close him down.
Someone who is incredibly highly rated by Girona, Jakobishvili. She has a younger brother who plays at Barcelona in goal. Here it comes from Nelson. Not sure that was the intention of that header by the Girona defender, but it did eventually work its way into the grateful hands of Vladislav Krapitsyov. And here's Garcia.
Good tackle.
Well tackled by Louis Copley.
Yeah, Garcia just trying to cut in from that left-hand side. Again, we said about even the academy graduates have to make sure they do the defensive duties. Copley did really well. For sure, just trying to cut in from that left-hand side. Roll the ball across the 6-yard box to Abel Ruiz. Just needs to put a little bit more pace on it. Simple save for Melier.
Ibrahim. A number of these youngsters are also involved, as an Arsenal 11 played against Boreham Wood last month. 1-1 draw at Meadow Park.
It's a really good play from Ibrahim. Just looked very, very comfortable on the ball, just dropping in that centre-half position. There's nothing on, so he just made sure that he actually just carried the ball forward. You see him there, just looking to get himself on the ball, always making himself available. And then he gives the ball away. Commentator's curse, get him off.
He's an ever-present Ibrahim last season for the academy side. He was rewarded as well for his fine work for them by making his senior debut as a very late substitute in the league phase win over Kairat at Emirates Stadium. Nelson. Anus on the overlap. Nelson can clip that one in. It was O'Neill who was jumping, and that one's come off the frame of the goal.
Reece Nelson just picked him up on that left-hand side, cutting in inside Jordana. Just come on for Girona in the right-back position. He gave the ball away initially. Reece Nelson just trying to ease it into the 18-yard box. Comes up to O'Neill. Just gets up nice and early, but can't quite get himself over the top of the ball. Just shaves the crossbar. Doesn't trouble the goalkeeper whatsoever.
And back by Ibrahim. There's Jesus. The man who grabbed the 4th goal for Arsenal. Cabia sees his chances again to get down the byline.
Cabia just trying to get himself on the outside of the Badia. Just maybe touch, which is a little bit too far out of his feet. You know, just trying to get his right foot around it, just slides off. Just smacks himself into the advertising board.
Bang the back of his head on the advertising board. Oh.
Collision, that one. Ismail Cabia, he was a regular during his loan spell at Shrewsbury in League 2 last season. He played a variety of roles for them, mainly at right back or right wing back as they deployed their back three. Still off the pitch, receiving treatment. So Arsenal will play on with 10.
There from Copley, just making sure he's getting his ball in between him and Justin Garcia.
We used to call that one the Granit Xhaka.
Yep, just put your body across. Make sure you have a big sort of V shape, obviously with your legs. And Garcia, again, needlessly giving away a cheap free kick.
Salmon can get there ahead of Bishop. Certainly hear him. Making good ground behind. Nelson. A frustrating loan spell for him last season at Brentford. Didn't really get a look in.
We was talking earlier as well. He make his debut under Arsene Wenger.
2017. It's been a long time. He has been around the Arsenal senior setup, Reece Nelson. Of course, there have been some magnificent
Reece is the
moments
only Arsenal
goal.
player that's still a part of the Arsene Wenger squad.
As well.
That's mad.
He'll certainly be one out there looking to kick on now into the final year of his Arsenal contract. Martin. No delivery this time for Braden Clark to deal with. It was Ruiz who's gone to ground, and once again Marta Huerta is unmoved.
Just a little ball in from that left-hand side from Garcia. I actually think that Clark didn't really know that Ruiz was behind him. I think if there was a VAR, which obviously none of us are big fans of, are we, Max? I think that might have had a referral, and that might have been given as a penalty.
I'll tell you what, we were big fans of it at the London Stadium.
It's foul all day long. Can't put your hands on the goalkeeper, especially when he's trying to catch the ball.
To the final 10 minutes there.
After review, West Ham number. West Ham.
Here's a chance. Rolitana
West Ham number 19 commits a foul on the goalkeeper.
Ibrahim.
Yeah, sloppy there from Reece Nelson. Get himself caught on the ball. Comes out to Pichot. He looked dangerous since he's come on for Girona. Gets his shot away. But Ibrahim in that holding midfield role, making sure again that he protects his two centre halves, goes and closes the ball down, gets the block in. But this is what happens in, obviously this is our first pre-season game, Girona's fourth. You know, it's understandable that the pace of the game just drops a little bit, even though you've got a lot of obviously fresh legs that are coming on. But if you bring on, you know, 8, 9, 10 substitutions, you ain't going to get that rhythm, you know, you ain't going to get that understanding between players in the team. But you've got to make sure as an individual that you're not the one that gets sloppy, you're not the one that gives the ball away.
Should mention this pre-season friendly is being played for silverware. It's the Costa Brava Trophy, the 49th edition of it. Going all the way back to
so if we win this, we get a trophy. Hey.
There will be a presentation to the winner at the end of the game on the pitch. And at the moment, Girona have an awful lot of work to do if they are to retain the trophy here. Slipped through really neatly. Mizahoy it was whose shot was charged down. Here's Ivan Martin. Oh, clever ball over the top, and it was Meslier who was required to make the save again.
Good save.
Make that 3 good stops inside his penalty area on his Arsenal debut.
Great little ball from Martin. Just a little dinked left foot, a little pitching wedge. So Ruiz just making sure that he gets inside his mark-up. And again, he should be scoring. Really good save from Meslier. He said probably about his third big save that he's made.
Nice bit of skill on the left-hand side. And calmly dealt with by Josh Ogunike.
Yeah, just looking at Copley, who's normally a midfield player, playing in the right back position. You can just tell there that he's not used to playing at right back because his body shape is completely wrong. He wasn't aware that Abel Ruiz was just going to make that run inside him. He's had 3 big chances. Ruiz hasn't managed to take one. He looked lively since he's come on.
He played 11 times last season, didn't score a single goal. In fact, you have to go all the way back to February 2025 for the last time that Girona's number 9 scored a goal in competitive football. I think it's quite easy to see why. Although he's emerged with possession here. Fisher pointing where he wants it. Ruiz may go alone. And he was well matched, stride for stride, by Braden Clark.
Come on, man, let's get one more. Come on.
Fellow graduate Copley out of trouble there. Ruiz
Make
just
it
picking him
5-1.
off on that left-hand side, just coming inside. Clark making sure again he goes and closes the ball down. So the game just got a little bit scrappy. It's lost its rhythm, which is understandable. But from the younger players that are coming on, you want to make sure you make a statement, you make a mark on the game. Ibrahim has looked very, very comfortable in possession.
Who's number 15 and number 37?
There are going to be 3 more players coming on. So you'd have seen on the left-hand side, it's the 2 remaining outfielders for Arsenal who are yet to join the action. Damien Augustien and Theo Julien will both be coming onto the pitch, but there will be a massive cheer for the return of Christian Stuani.
Who?
He'll be made to wait that bit longer while Gabriel Jesus makes way.
Oh, Jesus came on in the first half, getting taken off in the second half. Oh.
It's Pichot who is withdrawn for Stuani.
It's the sub being subbed. Obviously, Jesus coming on for Victor Gyökeres. Getting the 4th goal, really good finish with his right foot, just putting the game to bed.
Oh, it's 45. I thought it was 15.
Julien, who is Chapia playing at right back. He can also play in midfield as well. And if Arsenal do get a throw-in inside the Girona half, don't be surprised to see him run across the pitch to take it. He can launch them into the penalty area.
Good trajectory. It's not a looping long throw.
I would say it would have been very quickly identified by Nicolas Jovet.
the final 5 then.
All we have are just young kids now.
Giordano's made a difference when he's coming on.
We just have all the academy lot. Except Reese.
Making sure he's got himself on the ball a lot. Just, you know, just going in that inverted, just to put that extra body in midfield.
Izan Gonzalez trying to...
Wait, like, he could have got that. He kept on running, he could have got it.
There's a single pass from Gonzalez. He just got to ease it out.
Oh, man. Oh. Wow. Oh my god. Seeing these lot play from the back. Oh my god.
Clark, who can send this one long downfield towards Harriman Anus. And there's O'Neill again.
Just release the ball, man.
On him. Justin Garcia.
O'Neill just get himself caught on the ball, but just saw a little glimpse of the confidence playing out from the back. From Marley Salmon just into Ibrahim in that centre midfield area, and out to the right hand side. Clark just get himself caught on the ball.
You mentioned it in the first half, Perry, but it is easy to overlook just what a great season Marley Salmon had last time out, because it was, I don't want to say the word overshadowed because that maybe diminishes his own achievements, but Max Dowman took so much of the spotlight due to his goals and his exciting attacking performances. I know, like, as a former attacker yourself.
What?
I think Marta Huerta, the referee, is the 8-second rule.
Yeah, too long taken by Meslier. So that means a corner for Girona.
I think it's Marta Huerta just thinking, I just need to make my mark on the game here, put me 5 seconds up.
Flat delivery towards the near post, and this time it will be Arsenal's, and I'm sure they won't make the same mistake twice. But just to go back to Marley Salmon, it's quite easy to forget. He made 4 senior appearances as a first-year scholar. Started in the FA Cup 5th round. Huge achievement for someone who's 15, 16 years old. He's not 17 until the end of this month.
At any other time, he would be the star academy product, wouldn't he, coming through? So I think his weight might do a bit of favour, obviously, because Max Dowman, you know, understandably is taking all of the plaudits, being only 16 and a half, getting his worldie goal against Everton.
Brilliant, Reese.
You know, just putting his mark on our first team. And his name was Marley Salmon, just to ease himself in. We've just seen him, obviously, he came on in the first half, just looked very, very comfortable in possession, looks very assured. I like the way that he actually dominates the players in front of him. If there's not enough movement for his midfield players, he actually points out where he wants them to go. They should be coming and get the ball off him. If it doesn't work, then he'll just turn away, make sure he keeps in possession.
Jordana. Gonzalez. Time running out for Girona. If they are to get something from this match, even if it is just another goal.
Good defensive play from Caballero, just making sure that he does the job for the team.
There it is then, a comprehensive victory for Mikel Arteta over his fellow countryman Kike Alvarez. More importantly, he will be delighted to have seen all of his players get through the game unscathed. Some of them showing really promising, positive, encouraging performances as well. We spoke about the senior players who had half an hour of action before they were substituted, rotated, given a breather, but the youngsters really, really shining this evening.
Yeah, very much so.
But what's Girona complaining about? I'm mad confused.
The left side, centre half position.
Oh man, they're complaining about something.
In that sort of shall we say, the last sort of 25 minutes, playing the centre midfield, getting himself on the ball, and going into the first half of Christos Solis, making his debut in inverted commas for Arsenal.
Mate, Zola's heart, he is unbelievable.
The time that he was on the pitch, and
he is brilliant.
Scored a really good goal, cutting in from that left-hand side, just smashing with his right foot past Gazzaniga to put us 2-0 up. So he'll be absolutely, when you're a new signing, you just want to make sure that you look and feel comfortable. It's exactly what he did. Did he defensive duties? And say, understandably, towards the end of the game, he got a little bit bitty, a bit fragmented, because obviously the amount of finishers that are brought on, you know, you don't have those relationships with the players in and around you. But I'm just very impressed with, I mentioned about Ibrahim, you know, on the ball. Cabia, I thought he looked really lively on that right-hand side. So, yeah, they look very, very assured in possession, you know, these younger players that are coming in. And trust me, it's nervous, you know, they're playing in and around the first team, obviously like world superstars, so they're just, you know, taking on all the information, absorbing everything that goes on around them, and it's part of their development, you know. And obviously all the coaches at Hale End will be very, very proud of, you know, the players that they've been bringing through.
Well, that was Max Dowman putting it on a plate for Kai Havertz. He still had a lot to do, bearing down on goal. Lots of time to think about his finish, but we know Kai is more than happy with those situations. Then it was worked out to the left-hand side. Zolis making his mark on his
Christos Solis, he is quality.
Girona came out fighting from the interval. That one hammered into the top corner from the heads of Martinez. But then Arsenal hit straight back within 3 minutes. Drop of the shoulder from Max Dowman. He was picked out between the lines by fellow Hale-ender Miles Lewis-Skelly. Head down, bearing down on goal. Only one thing on his mind, and he managed to dispatch that one beyond Gazzaniga in the goal. And then it went from bad to worse for Girona, but from good to great for Arsenal, as Gabriel Jesus was able to pounce inside the penalty area and make it 4-1 to the Gunners, who will now be presented with the trophy that was up for grabs this evening, marking the 150th anniversary of Estrella Dam. Costa
but here we get a trophy with a star on it.
Girona have hosted this exhibition match, sometimes taking form of tournaments, sometimes just a one-off game. Today it's the latter. There is a Player of the Match award in that as well. Kai Havertz,
Player of the Match, Havertz,
the recipient of that for opening the scoring for the Gunners this evening.
Yeah, he looked very, very fluid, Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz.
He's his body now, of the World Cup behind him as well. You could tell that, you know, he's had a lot of minutes in his legs. There's no doubt that he was going to score when he was 1v1 with Gazzaniga. He had a great little Cruyff flick as well when it comes to on the edge of the box, just to get it into Victor Gyökeres. So their link-up play was very good. It's a little bit of a laugh and a joke with Mikel Arteta and Kai Havertz there.
Shut up, is that the World Cup?
Girona last season, they managed to beat Wolverhampton Wanderers here by 2-1 to win the trophy last time around, as Christian Stuani is presented with his own individual award. Is that the legend?
Yeah, it's a Super Cup.
That might be thank you for staying. 39 now, entering his 10th season with this side as they return to Segunda Division.
Yeah, probably got that from eBay or Amazon.
And now we will see the Arsenal players begin to head up to the stage. Slightly more understated than...
Did someone have to remind Ben White that he was captain and he's got to come and get the trophy?
Well,
what
they knew exactly what they were doing at Selhurst Park, didn't they, when they lifted the Premier League trophy?
That is massive.
One, a bit more of a mismatch of players in there, but...
Does it count as European trophy?
Good though. Those youngsters having a phenomenal experience at the end.
Man, that trophy is massive.
First leg of pre-season, a training camp in Girona. And Arsenal are the Costa Brava Trophy champions in 2026.
Was that a little bit of half-hearted trophy lift, do you think? Players didn't really know whether.
Oh, Norgard's there, even though he's not even a part of the squad no more.
Have a bit of a cheer.
There's always the fear, isn't there, that they seem to be celebrating these pre-season
Gabriel
trophies too much, but as Mikel Arteta outlined in his pre-match interviews, it's all about excellence this season. These are the sorts of things, no matter the size of the trophy, you just want to go out there, you want to win, get in the habit of winning these competitions and making sure that you are treating even friendlies with as much professionalism as possible. That's what Arsenal did this evening.
You're still under pressure because obviously Girona have been relegated to Segunda Division in Spain, and you know that if you get beat by Girona, that's going to be news. That's going to be like not national news. That would be world news. You know, if you slip up against the second
I thought it was Gabriel.
Spain, and obviously this was their 4th pre-season game. You know, they had a little bit more in their legs, but I think after the first 10 minutes we got into the rhythm, and winning breeds winning, and it is about striving, it is about standards, and I think
good performance.
Arteta will be really happy with definitely with the first sort of
Who we got now? We got
minutes.
Real Betis.
It got a little bit fragmented, you know, in that last sort of 20-25 because of the amount of, you know, substitutions that were made. But then he'll be pleased with Ibrahim, who came on, looked very comfortable. We went to about Marcel as well.
I'm not doing a stream on Wednesday. I'm already doing the IRL on Tuesday at football. I'm not doing it on Wednesday.
First goal in an Arsenal shirt.
As Perry says, plenty of positives to reflect on this particular leg of pre-season. That is the Spanish trip out of the way. Up next, they're out to Dublin for Wednesday's clash against Real Betis. That's 7:30 p.m. UK time. After that, it's the 15th edition of the Emirates Cup against Borussia Dortmund. That's a week tomorrow. And then Cesc Fabregas' Como visit Emirates Stadium.
I'll probably say the next.
Before pre-season ends at Millennium Stadium.
The next Watchalong
against Manchester City.
Will most probably be the Arsenal Man City or Community Shield
tonight's game here
on
in
Sunday.
Spain. It finishes Girona 1, Arsenal 4.
No, I'm not going to do Dortmund because it's early. Early kick-off, 2 o'clock. When are we... think about it, I don't know. Right. Kind of Mary. Let me move this because I still remember the first time I saw you out. I ain't gonna do you like your ex or no, he hurt you bad. Late night convo. Kiki telling me to worry about the bag, no. The title of this song is so true. So true. Oh. Play a bit of Rocket League. Unpaid games. Oh. It'd be nice if I can join. Ooh. Thank you. that's a save. Yes. Oh. I don't want to say police on my front door. I don't want to say police on my front door. I'm gonna have to get in the van. Oh, right. Right, yo. This is where I'm ending today's stream. I'll be live tomorrow. Nice Arsenal win. Arsenal. Yeah. Catch you all tomorrow. Peace out.